Hello everyone, this is Ryan Wagner, and this is my presentation to you guys on reading intervals. So it's come to my attention, and hopefully that's come to your attention, that our ability as a group to read intervals during practice is in desperate need for improvement. So today's objectives are to recognize interval patterns and improve your ability to calculate intervals quickly. That way, when we're in practice, you're under pressure, things are hard, you can calculate intervals nice and fast, and you don't have to worry about stressing whether you're going to make the send-off or not. So everybody knows what a digital clock is, right? I want you to think to the second part of the digital clock. The seconds always start from 0, 0, and they go all the way to 60, and then they reset back to 0. So, for our lesson today, I'm going to go over the first example with you guys. And hopefully after this example, you'll feel a little bit more comfortable on recognizing the patterns of an interval and understanding how to calculate this with ease. So what I want you to take note of is I always want you to look first at what the interval is. So for example, this one is a 45. Okay? If your number is higher than 30, it's going to be a subtraction equation. Now if the number is less than 30, it's going to be an addition equation. Okay? So for example, this is what we're going to do. 30 is always going to be our reference point. So right now 45 seconds is our interval. That's 15 seconds higher than 30. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 45 from 60, and that gives us 15. And this is going to be our magic number for the equation today. So interval number 1. As the set says, we start on the 60. So that's going to be our first one. Easy enough. Number 2. This is where the magic number comes into play. So what we have here is we have a 45 as our interval, which is higher than 30. So that means our magic number is going to be a subtraction equation. Okay, so this is all it is. It's 60 minus 15. Super simple. So the interval would be 45. Okay, and then as we progress, all we do is just subtract 15 every single interval. So you recognize the pattern here. You'll see that once you get started and you figure out the pattern, calculating this is super easy. Number 5 will be 800 or 60. And that brings us back to the top, and then the cycle resets. And then, etc. Our last interval will be on the 45. Now that I've gone over one basic example, I'd like you guys to go ahead and give this example a shot. Okay? So this set is going to be 12 125s on 135. I want you to calculate intervals 1 through 8. Okay? I want you to calculate intervals 1 through 8, and when you're done with that, I'll go ahead and we'll go over everybody's work together. So after we've gone over the results of our practice equation, it seems like the majority of the group, or almost everybody, has a very strong grasp on what we learned today. I'm going to run through one more practice equation, done completely on your own, no referencing to other athletes, no asking questions, just on your own for a quote-unquote grade. Once quote-unquote passed, we'll move on to the enhancement phase. Good luck, and see you soon. So now what we're going to do, now that you've passed, and you've all passed, congratulations, we are going to enhance what we've learned into a more practical setting. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop in the water now. We're going to start with a set of 16 25s on 25, okay? We're all going to do this together, and then we'll go through our last final assessment. The final assessment will be very similar to the initial assessment done in my needs analysis for this same project. So what's going to happen is there's going to be one swimmer per lane, 6 people in the pool at a time. Since there's only 6 lanes in the pool, only one can go per lane. So this will avoid bias and referencing to other athletes and watching them. Each individual will be given their own unique set, which will provide them to be the sole calculator for the interval, and they can't rely on anybody else. If the assessment is completed with ease, then you have achieved your objectives. Excellent job. Congratulations. Thank you for the seminar on calculating intervals.